Hello, welcome back to 90s Rusty Retros. We are back at the unit with the Audi 80 1.9 TDI, and today our goal is to get this car on the road to the MOT station for Monday afternoon, and hopefully then we'll have a past MOT. But first, we've got a lot of work to do. Bear with the oil on my face. I've been cleaning under the car. There was a lot of oil, it went everywhere. It was very leaky. But bear with, I'll show you what we've been up to so far. So, this is the old subframe right here. And as you can see, it's not looking fantastic, and you can see why it failed. I need to take that bush over there off, but I need my mate here because I need his tool because I can't get that off. But as you can tell, we've had to remove this and get a new one because there's two big holes there. And then I believe, where are we here? I'm gonna have to get my hands dirty now. Bear with me a second. Oh my god, we've got two more big holes there, and then one massive whopper of a hole there. So I went on the internet and I found a whole new subframe with new bottom arms for £50. Now, between you and me, £50 for a new subframe with bottom arms, that's hard to beat. I had to travel to Stoke, but we got it. And it's here. We just cleaned it. We're now just giving it a quick go over with the Dremel, get any rust, corrosion off, etc. That sort of thing. I'll show you that now. But we've got to get that on, and then we've got to make a start on the axle bushes afterwards. So if I just show you the subframe now, 1 second. There we are. You can tell, new subframe, or well used, but not rusty or full of holes. Some nice new bottom arms, or used again, but they're all in good nick to go under this car. Dad's currently getting the Dremel bits. We're trying to tidy it up, so if that's what you're wondering, he's doing. But yes, if I show you underneath, sway bar is hanging down. We've degreased all of this, got all the oily mess off under here, cleaned up nice and silver, as you can see. Back to how it should be. There you are. Still a bit of oil, but nothing major. So the remnants of the leak are now pretty much gone. Yeah, we're getting there very slowly. These are all the bolts to go back on. Got to put drive shafts in, anti-roll bar back in, the wheels back on. Then we've got to lift the back end up. I've got to put these in, some new headlight bulbs for the headlight aim. Hopefully that fixes that. I've then got to, if I look, I think they're in here. Or are they? They're in one of these. I've then got to get these rear axle bushes fitted. I pray these are the right ones. They better be. Got to get them in, and then I've got to get this power steering rack boot on, because that was missing. And after that, we've got to focus on getting this rear caliper unseized because that's stuck, and then sort the handbrake out, and we're done. So we can go for retest. So it's a very long day ahead. It is currently 12 o'clock. So yes, 12 o'clock. We've got a long day. Hopefully Chris will be down to give us a hand. I did ask. He said he will be. Just got to go to scrapyard first. And then we should have this car on the road for an MOT Monday, and hopefully it'll be on the road and pass. I really hope so, because I need a car and I'm fed up of waiting, and I want to drive this. I really, really want to drive this. I mean, the 90s interior. These are actual chrome door handles, and they're off a Mark 1 Golf, believe it or not. Come on. You wouldn't want to be in this. It's such a nice place to be. Oh, it even smells like an Audi. Yeah. I'll catch up with you later on. We're going to sort the subframe out, swap some bits over, and then I'll be back with you. Right, so we just finished painting the subframe, which I'll show you in a minute. We're just going to do the headlight bulbs, and Dad opened the back of the passenger side headlight cover to get to the bulb, and we discovered something rather concerning. And I don't know why it's in there. I'm guessing it's a botch for some other reason. Don't know if you can see that. There's a sponge in the headlight, an actual car sponge. Why that's in there, I have no idea. I can only guess someone's broke it and it's there to hold it level. Might be the reason the headlight aim is all over the place, I don't know. But there's a sponge in there, we need to take it out and find out why it was in there. To get the bulb out anyway, and we're just seeing what's on this one. But yeah, that didn't expect to see a sponge in the headlight of this car. Although, don't know what else to expect because this car is so full of botched repairs at the moment. The wind. Yeah, everything's just blown away. Everything's just blown away. The wind's quite breezy today. Yeah, I'll get back to you once I find out what's happening with the other headlight. But yeah, that bit of a new one for me there. Sponge in a headlight. That's a new one. And so, just like magic, in the other headlight, there is also a sponge. Ta-da! No idea why that's in there. There's no reason for it to be in there. There is a sponge in both headlights, and this is the sponge in question. He's ripped up a car sponge and then stuffed it in there. I don't know why. That's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. This car is the gift it keeps giving with the botched repairs from previous owners. So, you know, here we are. You always think you're getting one step closer and then you find something else. So, I mean, it's not hindered us in any way, but it's not the point. We are getting there nice enough. Ooh, the sun's lovely. Nice. Let me show you the subframe actually. So Dad has given it just a quick coat of paint, and no, it's not that one. He's given it a quick coat of paint because we sanded it down where the rust was, and we've just gone over it some paint to give it a fighting chance of surviving a few years. I can't show you the other side because we're waiting for this side to dry, but he has already done the other side. But yeah, we are in good time actually, so we're doing well. Progress is good. Progress is very good, and I like good progress. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so you now join me under the car, where we're just having a battle with the steering rack bolts to get the steering rack boot off, which took longer than thought, didn't it, Dad?
Yeah.
Dad freed the nut off because it was unbelievably tight, and it just weren't happening. It'd been thread locked, which is understandable being a steering component. But if I show you, basically, hold on 1 second. I'm now lying on the. Oh, that was a bit close. I'm now lying on the anti-roll bar. If I can get you up there, I'll show you. Up there, there's 2 holes. That's the rack where the boot was on the chrome bar, and those are the 2 bolts I should undo. The furthest one away was the one that was stuck, and it had a locking nut on it. In the meantime, I noticed there's a bung missing over there for the internal wiring, so I need to sort that out at some point. But yeah, that is now off, and if I show you, which I can grab now. So that's the new one to go on, okay? Brand new, lovely as you can tell. This is the one that came off. Zip tied on in the wrong place, in the middle, so yeah, and it's also shrunk, but yeah, so nasty, not working. I'll put them there for you and I'll show you the difference. There we go. One's considerably longer than the other, in age as well. The age is one other thing, but there we are. So we've done that, that's done, that's off. Let's just get out of here. Done that. So once that's on, we can put everything back together under here. We need to get the ball joints off because the ball joints are on the subframe out here. So we need to remove the ones on the car. These. We've got no bolts to remove, they're already off, so we just need to knock it out of the car and then put this one in. and then that can go on, and then the front of the car can all be tidied up, back on the floor, back of the car up, get the axle bushes started, get the brakes sorted, and then do the handbrake, and we are looking good. What time are we on now? 4:10. So we've still got a good few hours of daylight to get this finished. But at the moment, it's actually going pretty well. Wouldn't you say so?
Yes.
I think it'll be going in tomorrow, Monday, easy.
Still be a late night.
Yeah, probably. There'll be something to... Oh, can't see, son. Sorry. Yeah, there'll be something that fucks it up, so... There's always something. But yeah. We're getting there. Getting there nicely, at a nice pace. No rushes. Still going very well, so... Yeah. Alright, well, I'll let you know when we get the boot on. I can't film it at the same time because it's a two-person job, because someone's got to pry the rack away while they slide the boot over. Then we've got to zip tie the boot on and get the bolts back in. But yeah, I'll see you in a short while. Right, I hate to say it, but it is the next day. It is now Monday. We were doing all this on a Sunday. It is now Monday afternoon, about just gone 2:30. Okay, we were there from 10 o'clock Sunday morning to 2:30 this morning, basically doing everything we could on the car. So just to run down what we got through. We got through the subframe's on, just needs all tightening down properly, but it is all on nicely. The drive shafts are back in, the front wheels are back on, the bottom arms are on, etc, etc. We got the power steering boot on. That was a pain in the ass in itself, took over an hour to do because it was in some stupid location, like ridiculous location. Never mind the fact you couldn't get your hand in there in the first place, and then you had to have a clamp. They didn't say you needed a clamp, so it's a zip tie it, so it's technically a bit botched on, but it's on and it's done, it's doing what it's meant to do. We didn't get to the brake caliper, and we didn't get to the handbrake. We did do the headlight bulbs, as you would have seen. They had a sponge in each side for whatever reason. Excuse me, I've just literally woke up because I was flat out from doing what we were doing last night. So I apologise. I mean, I've got to work in another hour. I've got to start walking at 3 o'clock. But yeah. Yeah, so that went all right. And then we got to the rear axle bushes. And this is where things got a little bit complicated, because we took one look at them and they were corroded to all hell. And I knew full well they weren't going to come out easy. Now, here's where I say I didn't think they would come out easy. What I didn't expect was them not to come out at all. And I should have expected that, but I didn't. But never mind. Besides that point, we were there from, oh boy, I don't know, like 10:30 p.m. to about 2:30 in the morning, using blow torches, homemade bush pullers, pushers, using threaded bars that are rated at 4.5 ton, and they broke or snapped or stripped, which tells you how much pressure that fucking bush was stuck in at. We used loads of WD-40, we used hammers, and it just was not coming off. So you will see it in the video at the end, but they weren't going to come out basically, and they were stuck. So our early method was to just leave the car there, which we have. My plan was to drive it home and get it to the MOT station this morning, well, this afternoon at 12 o'clock. It's way past that now. I've had to phone them and cancel it. But there's no other choice. I had no other option. So we're going to get a hacksaw, and our plan is to hack the rubber bush out. You can still see the oil on me. I've not had the wash yet. You can hack the rubber bush out of the bush itself. Once the rubber bush is hacked out, we'll then try and cut away at the metal sleeve that it sits in and try and push the sleeve out separate, because there's no other way of getting it out unless you drop the axle, and then you have to try and press it out, and we haven't got a press, and dropping the axle on that car is a huge job. It's something we want to avoid, really. So that is our only options, heat and the hacksaw, really. But yeah, I'm not too sure what to do, but we'll get around to it. Yeah. Did not expect to hit that lump in the road. But never mind. We got everything else done other than the brake on one side and the handbrake. So, you know what? It was a successful day, successful video. We've done all right. But, yeah. Kind of gutting, really. I was looking forward to driving that car home. Not gonna lie. Really like that car. But never mind. Saves me a bit of diesel because I don't have to put diesel in it for the MOT. Saves me an MOT fee till I get paid as well. So, yeah, the Audi will get there. It's just that one thing holding it up, and it'll be on the road. I do apologise. There's nothing more I can do. But, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I know it's a day late, but I wasn't uploading a video that time of morning. I just wanted to get in bed, go to sleep, and I did. I fell straight to sleep. I had a lunch or dinner, very late dinner, and I went to bed. I was absolutely kapooted. But yeah. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe if you can, if you like watching the content, because, not gonna lie, that really fucking knackered me. So, you know, it'd be much appreciated. But yeah, like I said, thanks for watching, and next time you see me, it'll be on the road, hopefully. Fingers crossed, or we're getting the bushes out. But yeah, like I said, I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra!